If your word doesn't mean shit, you don't mean shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Monday Rant. I am Mr. E, and I'm a bunch of adjectives of some weird and intense nature that's going to convey a feeling of irritation and perplexity. Yeah, the hell with that. We're just going to get to the rant today. Today's rant is about your word or your honor. Yeah, it's about those two things. They both are intertwined a little bit, so we'll go with that. Basically, it comes down to this. If your word doesn't mean shit, you don't mean shit. And until you prove yourself not to be shit, everyone will continue to think of you as shit. That's a pretty harsh thing to say, and it's a pretty harsh way to put it, but it is the truth. And I will use me as an example, because I am human, I am not perfect, and nor will I ever be. And I'm humble enough to admit that, and can admit that. So I will give you me as the sacrificial lamb. For a long time, I would tell people the things that they wanted to hear, make the promises that everybody wanted to hear, and try to follow through as much as possible. But in promising to do so many things at so much time, there's a lot of promises that fall through the cracks or don't follow through, or I end up fucking off because why not? And after a certain amount of time of doing that, you develop a reputation of being unreliable, undependable, and you are not counted on like, say, you used to be when you were all of those things. And getting back to a mindset of always following through, never making promises you can't keep, and just getting things done regardless of how you feel or what you think or what's going on, getting back to that is difficult. It's especially difficult because all of the people that don't think of you as reliable and dependable, you have to prove yourself all over to them again, so that way they actually do think of you as reliable and dependable, which takes far longer to rebuild than it did to build the first time. Which is why maintaining it consistently throughout the years is an awesome thing to do, and you should do it. And if you're not doing it, you should change that. You should, again, don't make promises you can't keep. Follow through on the promises that you do make, and just don't stop. Just don't stop. And just keep doing it. Keep doing the right thing all the time, and life will get better for you. The people around you will look at you in far more positive lights, and you can get more done and more taken care of, because now, instead of others having to worry about you, they're following you. You're leading by example. Your mouth isn't making as many motions as your actions are, because you've got your head right and you've got your heart right. See, if you're talking shit and not following through, either your heart's fucked up, your mind's fucked up, or both are fucked up. So you need to learn to follow through on the promises that you make, and then your life will become far more prosperous, far better, because now all the people around you that used to look at you as a piece of shit for not following through on the things that you should be doing, or the things that you used to do, now are looking at you in a positive light and being happy that you're around and wanting to follow you and learn from you and do the things that you're doing because they're seeing you're being successful. And that's the thing. The more successful you are by honoring your word, the more others will want to help you be successful so they can be successful too. Your word has meaning. Use it or lose it. Thanks for watching the rant. Have a good one.